Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect.
Lover of good things, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet all of una according to una time. Yes, now me, your sister, your friend, your girl, anointed lady. Abeg, if today na the first time wey be say you dey come across this channel or you don dey watch me, you never subscribe, wetin you dey wait for? Abeg, help this channel grow. Kindly hit that subscribe button, put on the notification bell so that anytime wey be say I take drop any new video, you go come check am out. Because for this channel I dey drop video every day. As the news take dey knack for my table, na so I take dey hit am for this channel. And make you not also fail to leave your comment wetin you think about the video. And to all my returning subscribers, I appreciate all of una. God go bless una for the massive work wey be say una dey do for this channel. Na only God go help me bless una. Yes, my people, today news e get as e be, like seriously, even me myself, me tire wetin happen for Edo State as Fulani herdsmen, bandits na they call them, take go carry people and teachers for school. Na be wetin our brothers go dey talk about today. Make we just sit back, make we lis ten.
At times e go be like say we dey see wetin wan happen ahead. When we go sit down for studio, dey chook mouth for matter wey concern everybody for this state. Some people go dey use am play politics.
No be Lagos state for Nigeria.
Some people, we must talk na Edo state that as not enter Edo state so.
Na so. Na so.
Some people go dey say no, we no talk about religious leader o, we no talk about traditional rulers o, we no talk about government o. Some people go say we no know wetin we dey talk. We dey hear win for corner say kidnapping, dey kidnap children for school for Edo State. When the news come, e be like the first breaking news wey we go hear this year. Why? Because say we no expect say that kind thing go begin to dey cross their mind to say wetin dem dey do for north, dem wan come replicate am inside Edo State. As we speak, wetin dem dey practice for north, they don introduce am enter Edo State to kidnap our innocent children and teachers when dey school. When we dey say those persons when we need to hold accountable for communities,
People come dey stone us.
una say make we leave them o. Why? Because we know say give and take, every institution get hierarchy. And in the hierarchy of stakeholders, we no fit neglect those persons, such as number one, traditional rulers for communities. Traditional rulers for communities. They say make we leave them, make we no talk about them.
They say we no get level.
Our
Say make we not talk.
religious-based organization,
We talk.
where be say we so all of us suppose meet together for one table, say how we fit take beef up security
They say make we shut up.
for Edo State. Why? Because say me and you know say they don already establish one fact, say policing no be state government get am, say na federal government dey control police. And as such, we when be citizens and dwellers of Edo State, we suppose fit come together to help ourselves, ask questions. So people don already come together, the vigilante, how do we work with them? How do we empower them? Some people they say this, so they say that now those innocent children, when they don't kidnap, so which kind of experience you want make they get? And for those families, when they kidnap their children, so are they being say part of those families to join us for this crusade when they shout up and down since. This matter for them hook government and all the necessary stakeholders for neck. But many of them leave them. Say you no consign us.
They say make we shut up.
You no consign us.
They say leave traditional rule out of it.
Now, as we speak, they don't get the mind to come practice.
What they don't learn for that side?
For not. For Edo State.
I never see anything.
It be like say, una know the see wetin we dey see. Anything wey don make them do one and they succeed.
It don't finish.
They do one, they succeed. That means they go do another one.
My brother, you know what they do so? Testing the mic. Testing the mic. All those people where they say don't talk about traditional ruler. All those people where they say, oh, leave pastors alone. Yeah, everything is government. Now government picking a kidnap now. They never see anything. But the truth is this: what is not good is bad. For every the way they talk for this broadcast, every day, God they see, we know they carry the talk because we want talk. See, they could not get that clear. We are not talking. Oh, my water, this water is expensive. Oh. We are not talking because we are jobless. No.
Or mouth is scratch us.
Or mouth is scratch us. No. See, we they talk based on the assignment when God give us. And we they talk and we they prophesy and it they happen. When we they say traditional rulers, make una wake up. Some people say, ish, see our teeth they smell. Say na government. Say, they'll come kidnap children for a door. I'll say na lie, can never happen. I say it can never happen. Where are the Nige NOJ for Oromi? Where are the traditional rulers in Oromi? I talk something today. I talk about Jujuma. Yeah. As they come, all of una they come and they call chief. And I care the law matter. They John where they happy say, oh, sanity don't return small, make governor call. I say, shut up. Carry your juju come out if una get level. Carry una juju come out. Now to use juju, they kill una children. They cause problem. They scatter community. Now, cultists now they fire una. Una juju they sleep. None of it carry una juju come out. See, you know why they talk this thing? Anything where you say you believe on, and you not even use that to fight when there is crisis, my brother, go through that thing. Now they call government. Oh, government, come and help us. So, how? If you say you be a traditional ruler, you will say you get juju. Bring your juju come match. Carry the juju go forest. Remove all the evil people from forest. You know why no fear happen, my brother? You know, I talk one thing. When the bishop or John went ahead of court, or John went drug a croffer, he should not pick the croffer. He should not on the black hat. They don't have a different color. And you expect them to swear it no go work. But the point be say, as of today, now me are not they happy. Waiting they don't practice for not, it don't reach a door. And anything we don't reach a door, forget them. And for this AO, AO has been a hot point. When they drive the country, I say, Victor, share this police. They don't feel go remove armed bandits. They streets, they junction, they collect for 5 naira, 10 naira. They do stop and search. Where the thing they happen, una not go. No say me at the talk about they build. You people cannot do me anything. My brother, I don't want to verse this evening.
Now, where we want to start from now? Why? Because say either you take them or you leave them. Outside that, nothing can execute this thing without the influence of an insider.
It's not possible.
Those Fulani, nothing just waka enter those states, come sit down to strategize and say they want to kidnap children when they're school without saying there's an insider.
My brother, give me 5. There are 1 million percent insider. There is an insider. If you now go put set light, I will say insider day.
Now the big question is, where do we go from here?
If you dey ask,
The
who you dey ask?
insecurity, when we dey shout, ever since, let us, we won't use this medium to appreciate individuals. To be honest, some individuals, when we say they don't they call, how do we support this vigilante? Some people, God go bless una. God go bless una. Some people don't they call, I beg, I'll feel buy touch, give them. Some people don't they call, I beg, I'll feel get walkie-talkie, give them. Some people don't they call, now jacket, I beg, I'll feel get. Individuals.
Even some people send money now to go buy fuel for police station.
Now yes, so.
Somebody that send money now say, Apostle, go pay for fuel. Meaning they go there, they carry fuel for
Fuel.
police station. Individual.
This is why we dey talk, say, imagine if individual, and those people know the Nigeria.
No.
If individuals when not dey Nigeria fit do that kind of thing, them they no be them one witness am o. Fit do that kind of thing, and now we dey say make we drag ourselves come out, and especially those stakeholders, the traditional rulers, the elders in we talk this in the other day for our broadcast.
They say, "Mo, shut up."
The elders in communities.
They say, "Where they say, Mo, no
All
talk."
these people should be held accountable. Local government chairmen should be held accountable. Now those people, why? Because the development starts from the grassroots. And this grassroots, when they go kidnap for government house.
No.
If governor they drive the come now, you'll see the numbers of police will go follow. Now they won't go kidnap.
They won't die.
Now they won't go kidnap. No, we help ourselves. Some people just sit down, they just carry party for us. They be APC, they be PDP, they be ACP, they be
Okay, your name.
We dey talk about reality. Why? Because in a civilized country, in a 21st century, after election don't finish, you keep politics aside.
And face reality.
Face reality.
Our own. No.
We all know the truth. Say the Nigerian government is a write-off. We all know the truth. And you don't get how the we take drag and come back. We all know the truth. This is not why we say the Nigerian citizens must be responsible for themselves. This is not why we dey glamour, we dey shout, talk am as e be. That the Nigerian people must be responsible for themselves. Why? Because we have irresponsible governments at all levels. Irresponsible governments. A government that can never make life meaningful for our people. Wake up and see how we can be responsible for ourselves, because we provide everything. I say we to the air that we breathe, God, as God give us, now we the decider for here. As far as you are living in this country, we provide everything that we need for ourselves. Why these selected few, men call themselves politicians, selected few, they sit down on top the wealth of this country. As such, I don't do research, you realize, say the Nigerian government, now only two sets of people that they use against the Nigerian people. Number one, the security agencies. And number two, Togri. Those two sets of people.
And I go punish all of you now.
Those two sets of people. Now in the Nigerian government, don't devise a strategy to use against the Nigerian people. So before you know, they will use security agencies to suppress the voice of the people. You get one young boy for Lagos, they call him Pamela. The guy is part of those who lead the NSAS protest as well. As we speak right now, he did police detention.
Okay
for
now.
the past 1 week.
Okay now.
How you take go police detention? They serve a letter when I see the high level of injustice we get for this country. They served him letter through the office of the Commissioner of Police that he should come for interrogation. He reached there, and that was the end. He was detained. He don't go 1 week now. He was detained. And that is what the Nigerian government will continue to do. Now I ask questions. The question when they ask now will be say, what is the Nigerian people doing to come to the aid of that boy, Pamela?
Who cares?
What is the Nigerian people doing?
It concern them.
What is the Nigerian people doing? Now that young man, he came out to speak for the masses. As we speak now, he did detention. Now only God know what they do for dear. We when they talk, you just say they never dey ready to find us. They don't dey ready, but waiting day inside us, past waiting day inside them. That's why at any point in time, they will always be confused. At any point in time, they will always pull the trigger against themselves. The Nigerian people would always talk this for talk about CB. The Nigerian people must come out to defend themselves. Why? Because the Nigerian government are irresponsible at all levels. At all levels. Now, what they practice for North, they don't carry enter those states.
They don't
to
carry
kidnap our innocent children.
They don't carry enter.
To kidnap our innocent children. The families of those children are showing out on the streets.
They say
This
no.
country is not safe for anybody.
They say no.
This country is not
They
safe
say our teeth they smell.
for anybody.
They say make we not talk.
This country is not safe.
They say we are
for
jobless.
anybody.
They say we are jobless.
These politicians won't assist so. They don't already own their private jet. If anything won't happen,
They don't move.
enter, they don't move.
Their children not in Nigeria.
They are aware that this country is collapsing. They know. They won't see the end, how this country will collapse. They get lucky, say, I know the diaspora. They get lucky. I know they like even now. I'll pursue all of them anywhere they day. After they pay visit, any country when I day. Any country when I day. After they pay visit. The biggest disgrace of their life, then they're going to get. Biggest disgrace of their life. Wicked set of people. What does it take for us to provide security for ourselves? What does it take for us to make this country governable? What does it take for us to create an enabling environment where citizens can live as one? What does it take? Our yesterday broadcast, one person, £4.2 million. Is that person supposed to be working on planet Earth?
That one supposed to be fire a squad. Kill and throw away.
Is that person supposed to be working on planet Earth? All of us sit down and look us.
They say we talk finish. Now we ready. So if we say we never know what we talk. So say we know they talk out of sense.
See, for each and every one of you now, when they condemn waiting with the talk and not get insight to see waiting with the see, sooner or later
you will reap what you are
you
sowing.
will come out, and you cry out. And
Nobody
I pray
will
that when you cry out,
Nobody will
somebody
save you.
will be there to stand for you.
Nobody will be.
I
Nobody.
pray. The open eye, they allow these illiterates who call themselves government to continue to siphon the wealth of this great nation.
Oh, God.
To siphon the wealth of this great nation. See Singapore. Singapore came to Edo State to collect our palm oil. Today, they are the number 2 in the world. Today, at some point they were number 1 in the world. Where is our NIFO today? Where is our NIFO? Where is our NIFO today? Where is it? We carry money, build FT, what do they call them? Water board. Is it functioning till today? The Nigerian people cannot ask questions because we have refused to learn. We have refused to get ourselves informed about what is happening in this country.
My brother.
And we keep quiet and watch these wicked people continue to strive. These wicked people.
My brother. My brother. My brother. My brother. I don't want to cry you. As we dey talk now, I remember I don't lie. As we dey talk now, I remember Bendeburi. When Oshomole, he closed down Edo line, say one probe. Oh God. Today, Edo line is now shut off himself. He said one probe. Bendeburi. Bendeburi is now a shadow of himself. And our people, oh God.
What are you scared of? Those families for where they kidnap for Edo. Which
Uromi.
Those families when they kidnap their children for Uromi now. Say that they come and cry out. Are they still scared? Are they still okay? Thank you very much, Mr. Raf. Yes, Malaysia, they are not Singapore. God bless you, sir. I'm not say body don't high. You get why? Those families, when they don't kidnap their children now, do they still have any atom of fear right now? Say that they don't come and they cry. Say, please help us to get our children. when we said we should all come out on the streets
No.
and occupy this country.
They say what teach this man.
Occupy. Some people say, una do NSAS protest, una they burn tire, una don't know what they do. And I don't look. They say you don't know anything. You want to fight a lion. You want to fight a lion. You are bringing a chicken to fight a lion. Is that possible? Una don't know what they do. Una just go rest. Una no say this government. They don't give una attention. No, just a manager they go. That's what people were saying. I look at them and I shook my head. So, why on earth? Why on earth I come this country? Why am I a citizen of this country? Why? I shed tears. I saw people who have accepted defeat. I saw people who have no idea of the next step to take. I saw people who were already defeated. They were already defeated. And I said to myself, how many of us are standing on the street? I remember the day of the NSAS protest. The day that they declared emergency, state of emergency in Edo State. That day, we had numbers of young people on the street. And we all were saying, let them come and kill all of us on the street. We are ready to die on the street. I saw young people who were ready. Under the rain, we were under the rain.
Their father were busy drinking kankai.
We were under the rain. And at some point, we stayed till at about 11 p.m. No military men came. And we said, the Nigerian government will no longer continue to fool us. And that was how we had energy to continue the NSAS protest. We had energy before they devised their means
to use the hoodlums. Now God will punish you now.
Jack the process. And that was done successfully. Why? Because we never had majority on us. The majority, like I initially said, you are defeated. The majority are scared. What are you scared of?
They say, what would they
dying.
eat?
You are dying. You are telling me you are scared.
They say, what would they eat?
What have you ate this morning? What have you ate today? How much have you made today? I'm asking you, how much have you made today? Look at the nation. Sat down and said, the heat of the COVID-19 is high on everybody. And the president of the United States of America said, okay, no, but take this bill to the House. Let's send a look into it. So that we can have relief fund for our citizens. And when that was passed, the president and the vice president
were
happy. I said, this is a nation. It's a nation worth living. It's a nation worth dying for. But no, go to our House of Representatives. Go to our Senate and go and see their stupidity. I owe no man apology. I'm very sorry. I owe no one apology.
Sorry for who?
I don't want to apologize.
They're all stupid and
go
foolish
and
people.
They don't have no ideology.
Fish brain.
No modernization. You see them, they are weak. You see them, you know this one is weak.
They can't even speak truth to power.
And those are the people that you and I voted for to go and represent us. You shout leader, leader, leader. 2023 election is coming forth.
It's too far.
It's coming forth.
2023 too far.
What are your plans? This is how we will open our eyes and fold our hands and watch them come again. And they will use their dirty tricks on us. And they will say, remain 4 years, may they come out. As we speak, young people in Nigeria are doing countdown for Buhari's regime. They're doing countdown for Buhari's regime. Is that what we are supposed to be doing? Is that what we are supposed to be doing? Go and the people of Miami are demanding. They're demanding for freedom. Go and see Senegal. They're demanding for freedom.
I want to they fry hair. They do low waist. They do yahoo. They scam people. When you can't even stand up for your rights. You can't even stand up for your rights. You can't even stand up for your rights. I see most of our youth now. You unpack it or do jam. Which jam? I better tell you what you see for me yesterday.
I be the reason how we will take forward official letter. All the lecture houses, when they make it axis, those lecture houses, they lack something when they call moral and values. You will see those children as they finish from their jam lesson or whatever WAEC lesson, they will just pack themselves, go under tree for front of main gates. Boys and girls, they don't hold themselves. They will join many. And so I asked a question. What are their parents doing? I will drag their parents in. Some people go say their parents they talk. But do you know that our parents are not doing enough? Why? Because all these dirty politicians who are siphoning the wealth of our country today, they all came from a country, from a family. Who raised them? Who raised them? At some point in time, they had mother, they had father. If their parents are dead, who raised them? No culture, no value. No value. No value for human being. And this is why you will see a police officer who does not have communication skill to talk to a fellow citizen. To talk to a fellow citizen. That's why you will see a police officer who is not psychologically fit and is carrying guns. Carrying guns. A police officer who don't understand what is called people's management. He cannot manage people and is carrying guns. We don't want to misbehave. I was on air today on radio and somebody called in and said yesterday civil defense and police officers were fighting in Benin here. And I said, why would that not happen? When we have failed to create the right institution. No institution to checkmate the excesses of these people. None. Who is to come out and stand for this great nation not to collapse? You think the government who are benefiting from our ignorance, the government who are benefiting from the fear they've created in us, they will now come out and make this country work?